PNN TV, downtown San Francisco, with Amy Erb, with the National or the
California Nurses Association.
California Nurses Association. We see that you're holding a sign, no on Propositions P and U. Can you give us a rundown from your perspective as a health provider on these two propositions?
I sure can. As nurses, we're really concerned about the housing crisis in San Francisco. There are a lot of people with housing insecurity, which affects all of the patients that we see. It affects the most vulnerable in our communities, people with families, people of color, seniors on fixed incomes. When we discharge patients out to the community, they don't have a safe, protected place to go. It is heartbreaking to us. We want to carry through this care of our patients out to the communities, and that's why we are against Props P and U, which will further increase displacement, and it will pit middle income and low income people against each other, fighting for the same affordable units of housing.
And as a healthcare provider, you see tragedy on a daily basis. Can you maybe just touch a little bit on that? Because homes are not just physical structures. They're places where people thrive and get healthy, and when that's taken away,
Absolutely. The security of a place to call home is immensely important. The stress day to day, not knowing where your shelter is going to be, it increases incidence of hypertension and mental health issues. The stress on your body, it affects you mentally and physically. And I see people making choices between paying for their housing, paying for their medications, paying for going to see a doctor, to the point that I work in an ICU. I see people coming in critically ill because they had to make those choices, and they were paying for food for their children instead of seeing their doctor when they needed to.
Okay, so Amy, appreciate it. The message is, these propositions are very, very bad news. And one last thing, if you could give a message to, and what would that message be if you could give a message to the California Association of Realtors and the National Association of Realtors that are bankrolling these two very divisive measures?
I say to those groups, shame on you. It is really important that people in this country, a country with so much wealth, are fighting just to find a place to live, fighting, to deal on fixed incomes as seniors. It is a shame that they have to fight for this on a day-to-day basis.
All right, Amy Erb, thank you very much. We'll keep fighting, and let's get out to the polls. No on Props P and U. Say no to the developer giveaways. This is PNN TV. Thank you so much.
Thank you.